Alrighty. Hey, Luke, how you doing?
Welcome. Can you hear me fine?
Yep, there you are.
All right, cool.
We'll just wait and see if we get a few folks rolling in here before we get too chatty.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
How do we sound, Luke? We both coming in okay? Mine or his? Hey, Stan.
Oh, you want to see a beard? Getting pretty crazy. I think it's the longest I've had it in a couple of years. It's also getting very gray.
Yeah, I might have that problem too.
Yeah. I shouldn't have a hard time getting a job around Christmas.
I'm going to try and get in here with my phone just so I can set up some moderators.
Stan's Cutlery Universe. What's up? What's up, Luke? I don't have the chat on this screen, but I'm watching it. I have another phone, so if I miss something, please read it aloud.
Women love the gray.
Yeah. Silver Fox.
This is a terrible thing. I can't get into my own live. There we go.
Yeah, I knew.
Just flew and stand there.
I was just gonna say I knew Aaron's work through the toy community for knives.
Mm-hmm.
Worked with some pretty companies actually. He's a true artist, man.
Oh, Aaron, AW Customs. Yeah, he is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke's got to go change his diaper.
I've seen his videos, and he has a bunch of the same toys I have.
Mm-hmm. Well, he said he's going to hop in here. He was curious about those skeletons in the picture.
Yeah, they're Mythic Legions. I got them downstairs. I'm not going to run downstairs and grab them, but yeah, they're wicked. They're fun.
A lot of glare on my old glasses here.
Do you want me to just start with a knife, or do you want to wait a little bit?
I'll just give a couple minutes for a few people to get in here.
Yeah, sure.
Looks like we got 6 so far. We got Stan, we got Luke. Anybody else in here? Show yourself out in the chat. Let us know you're here.
Oh, he's got a diaper change. I get that.
I'm hoping it's a kid, not his own.
Yeah.
Just made a protein coffee with protein powder. It was nasty when I drank it. Stan, I've tried that before, and the heat from the coffee tends to cook the protein powder before it will mix up. So you end up with just chunks of protein powder floating in your coffee.
Yeah. And then about 6 hours later is that protein smell. Inescapable.
That's coming from the days when I did a lot of competitive bodybuilding and whatnot.
Yeah.
You get a little gassy with the protein powder. Well,
Yeah.
Just even protein in general.
I work with a lot
when you have a high protein intake.
They actually take care of themselves, so they're always taking protein, and you definitely notice when they're on protein.
Well, we got 6 people in here. Please, folks, if you're in here, tap the like button. It tells YouTube we got something going on here, and it will recommend it to more people. So this is my first live using StreamYard. So little grace, please, because I'm just getting the hang of this. I've been playing with it through the day. I think I've got most of the specifics down. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get anything too messed up. But for those of you that are here, this gentleman here, you've probably seen me refer to him in a lot of my videos. This is Jay from Sasquatch Knives Canada on Instagram, and he's been a very good friend of the channel. He sent boatload of knives and gadgets my way, and helped provide a fair amount of content for the channel. He sent some new knives. He sent some older knives that needed repair. So he's helped me with content, and we've become pretty good buddies. We talk just about every day on Instagram, and so
Yeah, sorry about that.
What's that?
We're talking every day.
It's I'm on the east coast of Canada. He's on the west coast, so this is a coast to coast live. So there's a 4-hour time difference between the two of us.
It's coast to coast PM.
So when it's midnight for me, it's 8 o'clock in the evening for him, and he's still chatty, and I'm starting to fade.
Yeah.
My answers get a little bit shorter and shorter as we go.
Yeah, till they fade out.
Good for you, Stan. Just stay consistent, and with it, it'll come. When I remember when I was 2014, when my son graduated, and I took a picture with him at his graduation, and I counted about 3 chins. And I said, "That's enough of that." So I just started walking. Now, fortunately, I lived on top of a big hill, so there was a whole lot of up and down I could walk. And when I started, a 5 or 10 minute walk just about killed me. And then by about 3 months in, I was walking about 12 miles up and down hills. So, and that will strip the weight right off you.
I've lost 170 pounds, so
Nice.
There's it works.
Stan saying there that yep, knife guy, he got a band-aid on his thumb.
Yeah,
it's a sure sign.
Yeah, we'll address the elephant in the room. I cut my finger. You'll never guess how. I cut it with a knife. Old dad jokes, right? Yeah.
I think I saw the Instagram post about that.
I did. Yeah,
Like
I
a
was
fruit knife or something.
I was cutting my my pork chops, and then I went to clean the shit or the stuff left on there, and I don't know how I caught it, but it cut very easily. So
Yeah.
I'm effectively sharpening my knives.
There you go.
It's not the best way you want to find out, but
Luke's saying I can't seem to gain weight. It probably means you got a high metabolism. When I was training, I was eating 6 or 7 times a day and 2 hours in the gym. That'll put the weight on you. Anyway, so I bugged Jay, and finally he agreed to come on and show off some of his knives, because he sends me pictures all the time of the new knives, and it's I find it weird. He lives out on the West Coast, and BC is kind of Canada's version of California. So I didn't expect there to be a big knife culture out there. And hey, Dave's here. But he goes out, hits the pawn shops and the different antique malls and whatnot, and just comes out with knives just about every day. Every time he leaves the house, he comes back with a new knife.
Yeah.
And I go to yard sales all summer, and I might find a handful. I go to pawn shops, nothing. So that surprised me. But he, after seeing all the pictures of knives he sends me, I'm like, we got to get you on a live so you can show off some of your collection. So I asked him to just kind of pick out some of his favorites, some of the ones he finds most interesting to show to us today. So why don't we get into it?
Sure. I'm going to start with the reason I collect knives and the knife. It's my Puma White Hunter. So the story behind this one is my brother had one, which was gifted, or it was my father's knife. My dad died when I was 2 years old, and my dad, who was a gunsmith back in Ontario, also sold case and Puma knives. So my brother always had his Puma knife, and I was super jealous. He's got the box, the paperwork, all that jazz. And I cannot believe, but when I started collecting knives, I actually had an opportunity to buy one, and I got one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little history on that knife.
To get a Puma up here is not cheap. You're looking in the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. I lucked out. I bought it from a lady. Her dad was also a knife salesman and a gun salesman. And the family had 3 boxes or 5 boxes of knives. And they picked what they wanted. And there was 3 boxes left. And a few knives I'm going to show you today I bought from that collection.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the White Hunter. I love the profile.
Mm-hmm.
It was just always a knife that was in my family's history.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I didn't think I'd ever own one. I'm grateful my nephew got my dad's.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe my brother gave it up before he died. He's still alive. Like I would not. My sons will get this knife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Got a
means
nice skinning tip.
it's it's the perfect. It was a bushcraft knife before there was bushcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's meant for hammering through firewood. That's why that swedge is that big.
Mm-hmm.
They were made for African hunt, German, from Solid and German Puma.
Yep.
Still make them. I think they're. You see prices all over the place. I've seen used ones sell for over $2,000.
I can see that going for $2,000 up here. Yeah.
This this one I know it's older. I don't know all the history, but I know the stamp is on this side of the blade where it says, I don't know if you can read that. Do you want me to flip my camera around?
Give it a try. Sure. See how that works.
Yeah. Is that better?
Oh yeah, you can see it much better there.
Yeah.
Puma White Hunter.
It's got the number on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a stamp on the pommel as well, or on the handguard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's what kicked it off for me. This was a knife I never thought I'd own. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's neat how they they gave it that big beefy tip, but they were still able to taper it enough to give it a nice belly for a skinning blade on the end.
Yeah, that's not gonna stay up there. Dang, that's all right.
Got some beautiful stag on it too.
It is, hey. Even the handle, it's got the hole that the lanyard goes through and wraps around. It's like a secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it in the sheath. So it's a very secure knife. I don't know how many people I keep mine on because the snap is actually a little loose
Mm-hmm.
over time. So I wouldn't trust that without having that secondary on there, and it just literally wraps around the handle like that.
Mm-hmm.
Puma stamp on there.
Nice. Oh, it's like a 3D stamp too. That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe this is probably the original leather too for the leg support.
Yep.
I have another Puma sheath. Unfortunately, the knife didn't come with it, but it's incredible too. Like their leather work is just as nice as
Mm-hmm.
their knives.
That's some nice looking leather. It's got nice texturing to it as well.
Yeah, and I'll just show while I'm showing that one. I'll show my other Puma. So I have a Stockman. I found this at a flea market. It's embarrassing what I paid for it.
Embarrassingly low or embarrassingly high?
Embarrassingly low. I got this for $10.
Oh my.
It still has the factory sticker on there,
Yeah.
and that's the stamp on the blade. Like,
That is unreal for $10.
yeah, and Stockman's are probably my favorite traditional knife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I pulled that out, I bought several knives off the guy, and I didn't even realize what I had in my hand. All I saw was the pretty bone
Mm-hmm.
or stag. I think it's bone actually.
Yeah, it looks like jig bone.
Yeah, but the one of the stickers is still on the blade, so that it's never been used.
Mm-hmm.
And
$10 for that. Wow.
yeah, I looked those up online, and I couldn't believe my luck.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my two bragging knives. Just uh, let's just say I've spent under $100 on both. Right?
You could sell those and take a very good vacation down south.
What's that?
I said you could sell the two of those and probably take a very nice vacation down south.
Yeah, yeah. There's just two that are going to remain in my collection for
Oh,
sure.
definitely.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Luke
this.
was, Luke was asking if you know what kind of steel was in the fixed blade.
Do I know what kind of steel?
Yeah.
No, but there's a ton of information. I didn't look it up, unfortunately. All I know is I believe it's a '60s model, based on that stamp.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually the most desirable. And I haven't. I'm going back to see my family in August,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take a look at that other knife and get some pictures, just to see how if they're the same kind of year and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Because they
It
got
looks
broken.
almost like it would be a stainless steel. Just, I mean, if it's a '60s knife with no rust marks on it at all, unless it was extremely well looked after.
Uh, I think it was looked after, but I mean, it does have some definite markings and stuff on it. It just didn't have any rust
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. It's been used. Like uh, like I said, her dad was a hunter, and I'm sure he would have brought this with him.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe out of all the knives, I'd love to see the knives that they kept because
Definitely, yeah.
the knives that I got uh, would have been my first picks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And let me get on one of those right now too. So my introduction to Groman knives here. So this is a number one Groman knife. Got from the same collection. Here, I'll spin it, or is that better?
Either or, whatever's comfortable for you, man.
I feel like I have too much clutter here. I don't know though. Anyway, ergonomically, people think it's strange until you start handling the knife, and I can't get enough of this knife. Like I said, same collection. I paid way less than the value. I was looking them up today. I think they're about $170, brand new.
I think they've got a big sale going right now too.
Do they?
Sale.
Yeah.
Original #1 design. They've got it on for $113.05.
Oh, there you go. That's the leather work from back then. Like it's held up, because I would say these knives, if I don't know the age, but I would say at least late 60s, early 70s would be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on how long her dad had been doing that, and this came from his personal collection.
Well, I think the original belt knife design came out in, it's either 55 or 58, somewhere in that realm.
So they could be even older. I don't know. There's no stamping on these sheaths, the older ones, either. So, but I know that's the original. They haven't changed their loop much.
No, I've got one right here. It's got the same tie on it. So it's neat how they do that. They weave it through.
Yeah, it's a smart design. I love how secure this knife is.
Well, I mean, that is, the molding on that leather is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, in this knife, you could wear it as a neck knife. Like, the weight's not too incredible. And just throwing a lanyard through that, like, easy peasy, you know what I mean? So there's that one.
Dave says, I know for a fact that Groman knives don't float.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't suspect so.
Well, Dave, I can remember how to do this.
This big boy's the number
right
4.
there.
This is the survival knife by Groman.
Just show this here real quick for Dave. There's your bird and trout on sale.
Oh, there you go. And I believe these are rosewood that I have. There's one part of the wood that's miscolored, but I think it's the natural grain, so they shipped it out. Like I said, these are going back to possibly the 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm not sure.
Hey, Harold, how you doing? You gotta show those two Pumas real quick for Harold.
Oh, I will for sure. Yeah,
He's
he doesn't knock out.
he doesn't even need to see the blade. He just needs to see the stag.
Oh yeah, okay. You could grow in those grooves.
There's some stag for you, Harold.
Yeah, old German stag.
It's a Puma. Was it Puma White Hunter? Did you say?
Yeah, Puma White Hunter.
From about the 60s.
Oh, the other side has the model number. Is it backwards on the screen? I can't tell.
Nope. It would be backwards, I think, if you showed it on the front-facing camera.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Harold might appreciate that one.
That's a hog of a knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite knife in my collection.
You get that, Harold, and an unused Puma Stockman for under $100.
Yeah, this one I showed them a little earlier. Still has factory stickers on the blade. I'm gonna be careful. I'm not immune to cutting myself. So
Yeah. If you find it awkward doing that, just turn to your front-facing camera.
yeah,
We don't need any bloodletting on screen.
no. There's the stamp on the blade. Okay, well, while we're talking about stag, I got one I'll show you. So the oldest knife in my collection here. This knife was made in England in 1884. I've done the research on the stamp. It's a rigging knife, big marlin spike, and the stag on this thing's amazing. I got this at an antique show, and I actually paid up for this one because I was like, I'm never going to see another one.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful stag on that one too.
Yeah. And just the fact that this was around when there were wooden tall ships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a survivor, and that snap is incredible. Like,
I wish Mike from Rasputin's Castle was in here to see that one.
yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I sent him photos when I was doing some research on it. It's got a brass bail on there.
Mm-hmm.
Brass or copper, I'm not even sure. I've heard someone else say copper before.
It kind of has a coppery look to it.
Yeah. And I did see one picture where it had a lanyard, like a rope lanyard, and I'm not sure if it was original or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 1884. I have no other knife that's nearly close to that. But like no chips, no cracks on that handle material.
There's a little knobby stag.
I'm a very proud owner.
And if you told me you paid $10 for that, I'd probably have to end this live stream right now and go outside and scream.
I'll tell you right. I got it for $100.
You did well at that.
Yeah. I've seen them. The ones I was able to see. Yeah, they're about a $500-$600 knife.
You have a manufacturer on that?
It does. I don't know if you can read it. It's my old eyes here. So I'd use my other phone, or I'd use it to blow up the screen. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
It's a father and sons from Sheffield, England.
Oh, Rogers?
Possibly. I don't even want to guess. Is that light help? Can anyone read that?
No.
Am I showing the right side? Maybe not. Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one. But that's, yeah,
No.
the stag's incredible on that knife.
Mm-hmm. I've done some videos on old Sheffield knives, and there was a lot of whatever and sons. There's one starts with a W too. Old eyes, old brains, can't remember anything. Right and son, yeah, maybe Stan's got it there. Right and son.
Let me put that one out of the way. So I got another stag here. I'll show this one off too. This is a Western little lock back. It's a double locking knife. It's got a clip point, and you don't get any slicker than these knives for their spring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a zip blade for skinning. when I first got it, I thought it was an equestrian knife.
Mhm.
And then I believe it was Rasputin's Castle that corrected me on that. But that has real pretty
So is that a
well,
kind of hoof blade, or
a which?
is it some kind of a hoof blade?
No, it's for skinning. It's called a rip blade.
Okay.
So when you're skinning, you put the ball in. It is sharp,
Mm-hmm.
but it won't tear the intestines or
Okay.
anything you
Kind
don't
of
want to cut.
kind of rounded like a beaver skinning knife.
Yeah, yeah, just a lot smaller than I've those. But yeah, I thought it was an equestrian, and like I said, it's a double lock back. So
Mm-hmm.
you've got two locks at the back there for each blade.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're a little off of
Mm-hmm.
one's a little further ahead and one's a little further back. Yeah, Boulder, Colorado. Nice shield. I got
Mm-hmm.
this at the flea market. Again, couldn't beat my luck.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say that a lot though, because for doing this as long as I have, I've sure come up with some winners.
You have.
Uh, I mean, you could take a look at a knife and know when you should. The time to buy is now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Buy once, cry once.
I had a brain dead moment about a week ago.
Yeah,
I was on eBay and a buck 119 came up
yeah,
with the wood handle and the brass bolster and guard for $100,
right.
and I didn't grab it.
Yeah,
I thought, I looked at it, and I'm looking at it, and the pictures weren't the best, and it was in decent condition, but I'm thinking $100. That's got to be fake or something.
right.
Well, I don't think it lasted 2 hours before somebody grabbed it. So
Yeah,
hopefully it wasn't fake for that person.
I had an opportunity to get a 105, the the little fat blade.
Hmm.
I think it's a 103 or 105. It had the brown with the brass, and I didn't buy it.
There's one up on eBay right now. I was looking at. See if I can share it. It's a 301.
This guy here, I'm getting all off track. 301. Oh, let's just watch this for a minute. There you go. 301. I have a 301. Oh, it's
I gotta find it in my tabs here now. There
yeah.
it is. It's pre-date code.
Oh, crazy.
So I don't know if that's, no, that's not showing. There's that picture coming up now. There you go. So I don't know if I'd have to look and check the dates on that, but it might be a pre-70s.
Yeah,
72 to 86. There you go.
someone just posted a video about the 300 series.
Probably Tom at Knife Delights.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, because I have the 301 and the 303, and I thought it was the same knife when I bought the second one.
Hmm.
Which told you how much I liked the first one. When if I was willing to buy it a second time, and then I got home and I was surprised it wasn't the same knife.
Well, Tom has a video series. I don't know if it's a 301, but it's a Buck Stockman, and he's identifying how you can tell all of the differences between whether Buck made it or Camillus made it or whoever made it.
Yeah,
Just the little details that tell you that.
the bolsters were shaped differently, the
Mhm.
pin settings,
Yeah.
um, the nail pull was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
This is another lucky one that I found, and I've shown you this.
Yes, and I've drooled over it.
Yeah, it's a K-bar. It's a double shielded knife,
Mm-hmm.
and I contacted K-bar, and it was made for a specific company. I took a screenshot, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
using my phone right now, so I can't pull it up. I know it's from it's Delrin,
Mm-hmm.
and it's from 2010. But
I
the K bar's stamped there on the dog.
mm-hmm.
I'll spin this. Maybe I can get a better look on the backside.
I was bidding on one of those last week on eBay because you almost never see them come up on eBay Canada.
Yeah.
And it was single shield. I think it had the XX in the dog's ear, and I think it was a single blade lockback. And I checked out at about $232. I think I stopped there.
Yeah. This one I also paid up for, but I got it for under 100.
Well, you did really well there.
Yeah. And I don't have that many trappers, so it's a nice one just to have as a nice model of a trapper as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome shields though. I love that snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'll go back and watch the video and leave some comments if
Okay.
and if I read questions there that I haven't been addressing,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and answer some.
I try and pop them up on the screen. One guy said he really loved the skeletons in your thumbnail.
Yeah.
That was that. For anybody wondering, that was a picture that Jay took. He one of his Instagram pictures. I just grabbed it to use for the thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the skeletons. The knife was in the stump, and one skeleton was hanging onto the knife, and the other ones were sitting around.
Yeah, that I did that for it was Independence Day in the States. And so I had the knife specifically have made in the USA on it and showed that one off. This is one I got from Todd. There. Good guy. You should follow Todd. Like and subscribe. Do you remember the name of this model? Again, I took screenshots of all these.
I think it's the 104 Mini Skinner.
Yes.
Just because, well, I got one right here. If my eyes will read it. I got the flat grind. Yeah, 104 Roman 104 Skinner. It's the Mini Skinner though.
Yeah.
So.
And the same week that you had sent me this, and that has that dang type sheath with the wrap on the leather as well. I went to a Pew Pew show and found some knives, and I found the same knife, but this one has the horn handle like yours.
And I think that one, did that one have a different blade grind on it?
It does. Yeah, I'll compare them.
I think
they're very similar, but yeah, there's subtle differences.
Yeah, that one's got more of a maybe more of an arch to the plunge grind, maybe.
The Ricasso. Yeah, same steel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I couldn't just accept the one that you sent me. I had to go out and find another. And I was very fortunate. This guy had a good selection of Groman knives actually. And was quite happy that I actually knew some information about them.
Mm-hmm. And that's got the military style sheath, the fold over flap.
That's right. Yeah, brass pin, and this again would be probably 80s, I would assume, maybe 90s. But yeah, so same knife, and you can get a variety of different sheaths. And the one you sent me has the stamp. Again, this is a no stamp version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they change it up over time.
The leather holds up.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's one I have. This belonged to my great uncle, and it's the I think the 101 Skinner.
I showed this one already, didn't I?
The regular belt knife.
I did. Yeah, I did. Which one? That one's the Skinner.
That's the one belonging to my great uncle. I think it's the 103 Skinner. It's not marked on the blade. But
I got this one from you as well. I don't know if you can read that.
it's upside down, but
Oh, is it? Sorry.
grown in Pico, Nova Scotia, Canada, stainless. Yep. And which one was that? Was that the small hunting?
The brass pommel on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a Skinner. I don't know the model. Like I said, I foolishly took screenshots to get some information, and then they're locked in on my phone. I can't access them right now.
I got the website up, so I can probably. That is the 105 Deep Woods Hunter.
Right. And that was from you. So I've started to get a pretty good. That's the majority of the knives I'm showing today are Gromans, just to show off what is available here in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Over on that other coast.
Yeah, that is that one right there. Regular 210 on sale for $178.50.
Yeah.
Bring it up here.
And this happens to be a second, so you take half the price off.
Yep.
And I honestly can't even remember what the flaw on here was. I don't see one. Like none of these second knives, I don't see a flaw on any of them, Todd. If they didn't have S stamped on them, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah. They put a red dot, a little red dot sticker next to whatever the imperfection is, or whatever it is they didn't like.
Right. I didn't receive them with a red sticker, so to the blind eye, I don't see any flaws in these knives.
Harold asked, where do I have it? There we go. It's holding up good, Harold. I put this thing through a pounding when I did that testing video, and it was still hair popping sharp after batoning a whole bunch of wood. And
what's that one?
That's a Benchmade Luku.
Okay.
I think modeled after a Scandinavian knife.
Right.
So, yeah, held up great.
Just the wood on this, like, man, such a beautiful.
Rosewood or burl? It's not burl. It must be rosewood.
Burl, maybe. Oh, it's pretty. It's not even that much of a fingerprint magnet.
Mm-hmm. Let's try and see here. I'm going to see what the wood options are.
I think rosewood's a big one for them.
They've got natural rosewood, wine extra resin wood, black linen micarta, natural water buffalo horn, and stag. So that might be the wine extra resin wood.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's very marbly. And then we got this guy here, which again, I don't know the model, and I got from you.
That one was one that was done at on contract for Ducks Unlimited Canada.
Right.
They provided the specs for how they wanted it done, because it wasn't an original design to Groman. It was a specific design request by Ducks Unlimited Canada, and they just had a few left over after that, and they sell them as factory seconds. And they sell them as a factory second because it's not their design,
Right.
so they don't sell it as their design. So they all go as factory seconds.
It's an incredible knife.
Yeah, I remember right. That one was around $80.
Yeah. I would if you
Hey,
go back,
Jason Beecher's in here.
you should grab yourself one if you don't have one, Todd.
I'm going to take another trip down here before very long.
Yeah. Nice sheath on that one as well. This one has some rivets. You don't see those that often.
Usually, like if you see them, you'll see them up near the end of the stitching, but they've even included it midway in the stitching too.
And then, so this is a sheath I got secondary market. It's not a Groman sheath. You can carry it vertical or horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
I find it fits a smaller knife nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to procure a Groman folder, a 2-blade, and I contacted the company because I haven't seen this model on their.
No, that's a discontinued model right there.
Yeah.
Because they have one like that, and it's either a single blade or it's an equal end jack, where that one's an opposite end jack.
Right. So yeah, they weren't able to. Not too much information on this one. It's not surprising. They've been around forever, and I'm sure they've had models that they've discontinued and haven't kept much information on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the only one I've seen. I think you found one online or something, didn't you?
I did, and I didn't manage to get it, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, this I got from a guy that has a contract that I think he buys all the confiscated knives from the airport.
That
So
was a hard one for somebody to lose.
right. Yeah, I just happened to. I mean, it looked like a nice knife, and when I opened it, I was surprised. That was my first Groman folder right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have one more here that I also got from you, and that comes with the Groman sheath,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a folding lock back.
Yeah,
Again,
that's the mini.
the mini, yeah. So the shape is a lot like the number one,
Mm-hmm.
just on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
I'll pull the one out here just to show you. So that's compared to the number one with the folder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The
I wouldn't even say it's much smaller. It's small.
no, they have a larger version of that lock back that was based off of fixed blade, and then they made that one, which is the smaller version, and then they also have a clip point version of that one.
Right. And it surprised me for a lockback. I I was surprised how much I really like this knife.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't expecting a terrible knife, but I didn't think I'd actually carry this as much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy having this knife with me.
I was afterwards, I picked up two. I sent one to you and I sent one down to Byron, splitting slices.
Yeah.
And after I did a video on them, I'm like, damn, I wish I'd have picked one up for myself.
Yeah. And I was thinking of getting the bigger one, but I think I would prefer this size, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the lockup's amazing too. There's a little play, but I mean, I could knock that back in. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, it finds its way into my pocket a lot more often than I was expecting it would.
Yeah, I got this is the one I picked up down there on my first trip.
Oh, that's
And
pretty.
That's kind of the single blade version of the
Yeah.
older one you have with the stag. So it's just a
Get on the totem
single
pole.
blade.
I'm just gonna grab another knife. I've got a couple close by, believe it or not.
Excuse me. Hey, there's Famous Master. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Drew. So if you got any questions for Jay, fire away. I'll pop them up. He can't quite see them, but I can throw them up on the screen. Ooh, there's some stag.
Yeah. So people are familiar with this knife. I don't have many case knives, but I was able to get myself a Kodiak. It's from, I believe it's in 1981 or 82.
Mm-hmm.
But
Look at that.
you see here on the blade, it had received some damage and was reshaped. But just an incredible knife,
Stag and that pommel though.
right? And that
Oh,
that pommel itself,
that's a nutcracker.
you could beat the dickens out of a tent peg with that. A beautiful.
We're losing Luke. He's going to take off. So thanks
So
for
you're
stopping
losing
by,
Luke?
Luke. And Jay is Jay's name.
Yeah.
So check him out on Instagram, Sasquatch Knives Canada. And you take care, buddy.
I love the etching of the grizzly on there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now, I don't know if I told you this story, but the other day took a trip with Dad out to a farmhouse to see a fella about a pew we wanted to pick up.
Yeah.
And I got talking to the guy about knives, and he said, "Well, I went to a local auction and bought some knives. They had a lot." He said he picked up 6 or 8 knives for $30.
Right.
And the first one he brought out was a Schrade sharp finger from the brain fart. When you etch in bone, scrimshaw.
Oh yes. Okay.
And I'm thinking that was worth more. That was worth more than the $30 you paid for the whole lot.
Yeah.
The next one he pulled out was a case buoy. And it was I think the 1871 buoy with the etching of I first thought it was Davy Crockett, but it was an etching of I can't remember his first name, but Jim Bowie, was it? I think it's Jim Bowie. but it was etching a Jim Bowie on there. It was case double X, and it had, I think it was 1871 or something, which I think referred to the date the Bowie was made or whatever.
Right.
And I said, well, there's at least a $200 knife there. And then I got talking to Stan about it, and Stan said that he followed an auction recently, and one went for over 300 in the U.S.
Wow.
Hey, it's Jedi Jim.
What's up, Jedi Jim? Just showing off some knives here. I got a couple more here if you want to see them.
Sure.
So this is another little Western Stockman. It's got the deep grooves. Sharp little thing, man.
Mm.
I mean, they've been used, but there's still a lot of meat left on.
Mm-hmm.
And these are stag as well. Or jig bone. What do you think?
I mean, it looks like a stag pattern, but it could be stag jig bone. But I mean, there's a little deer with little horns too, so it could certainly be stag. It's natural, anyways. It doesn't look like stag a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fell in love with Western knives. I have a Barlow. It's got a cracked cover on it, but it has a bail on it, which I haven't seen on very many Barlows. It's just
Hey,
it's not around me right now. This is a Western as well. It's a little two bladed jack, little pen knife.
Drew was asking if you had any kinfolk blades.
Kinfolk. No, I don't believe I do. I've heard of them. But I'm always out looking, and I tend to grab stuff if I don't have one, if I can afford it. First of all, if I don't have one, and it'd be nice to have a little knife from as many companies as I could get.
Well, you certainly find some ones I'm surprised to see in Canada.
I do too, Todd, and uh, I've lucked out. I've sort of found the. I mean, the honey holes dry up too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to find those old Canadian military ones. I sent you one. I was watching again somebody else's video, and they were talking about that they were made in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And then under some research, found out they were made in Pick 2, and they have a case and a Groman connection.
Yeah.
So they made them under case. They made them under. The model I sent you is the one that they made for the definite Canadian and Allied forces.
Mm-hmm.
But for them to have a connection with case, I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember if it was Tobias or Rasputin's Castle, Mike.
It was one of the two, and I
Yeah.
do get them confused. I watch both of them, and I find that they're both equally. The information those guys have on knives is incredible.
Yeah, I keep telling Mike I'm looking forward to buying his book whenever he writes it.
Right, and he should be doing it both. They both should. They should collaborate because they both have so much knowledge on knives. It's amazing, and that's part of this collection too. It's just the history behind them, and finding that rare gem, like being able to find knives that have no reason for being in British Columbia.
Yeah.
Very fortunate. I know I am.
I say I'm just surprised that there's so many more knives there than there are here.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I send you some knives, because I do have some honey holes, and I feel bad for people that, especially your reviewer, that can't find those knives. So if I find something and I think you can use it, I'll be sending you more. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, and you know I'm your Roman
Go
connection.
hook up, man. There's not that many manufacturers in Canada. I found out there's a couple in BC, but the prices, like, I'm okay with paying full price on a grown knife. I would much prefer to buy a second just to save that money, but I'd also like to support them as well, and probably will buy some knives at full prices on my own as their models change and whatever. You know what I mean?
They had when I was down there, they had I think a 75th anniversary of #1 belt knife.
Of the which? The Canadian belt knife?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I almost picked that up. It's a Mario.
And I was a jerk by not sending you this old case for the 120.
Oh, no worries.
I had a knife that I wanted to keep this case for. And it's an old German. I believe this is an Eyewitness.
And with the stag.
Yeah, with a stag. And I did some surgery on this because it did loosen up.
Mm-hmm.
And I added some leather, and it didn't have much thread left on, so I had to work with the leather more than the thread. I would have had to do some tapping and dyeing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found this one, and the sheath was destroyed, and I really wanted to keep this sheath for it. So I do feel bad about that. That's
Not at all. You gave me a really good deal on those guys.
Much more than the new one.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I wasn't disappointed at all. You gave me a good deal there.
Yeah, I got a great deal. I found them at a pawn shop, and I didn't like their price. And I think I went back the next year, and they were still there. And I was able to negotiate a good price with them, and bought them both.
Was it the 120 and the 75th?
119 and the 120, or no,
Or was it
117. It was the thinner blade, like the
yeah, it was.
I believe.
I think it was these two right here.
Yeah.
120 General and Fish Knife, or they changed the name later on. Fish Knife. The name escapes me right here.
Yeah, and I think that's what we traded for the Groman knives, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think it was the 119 75th we did that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That one is. I got all my bucks right handy here. We might be getting Harold's attention again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 75th 119.
I got another buck case here with another knife from Solage in Germany. This one has a leather wrap.
Nice.
And this one, again, my eyesight's not as great as it was. I'd have to zoom in. I usually take a picture and blow it up.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. But I have a tendency to. I do have sort of a hookup on the buck sheaths, although he's onto my game now and charges me way more.
Mm-hmm.
But I like using them for my older knives. If the sheath has been completely decimated, right?
So that's a buck sheath?
It's a buck sheath, yeah. It's a 119.
So that would have been with one of the wooden brass ones.
Right. You can buy the sheaths separately as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry, Harold, I'm not trying to. They're buck related, but they're knives and buck sheaths. And then I have another German here. Again, it's a stagger bone.
Oh, stag.
Yeah. And I believe I had to tighten this one up too, just over time.
Mm-hmm.
You lose that real stiff, but yeah, I mean that knife will last you another 100 years. Yeah, it's from Soligen, Germany. There's a model number and something else stamped on the back of the blade. It's a Premier. This is a Premier Germany.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think I have another Premier fixed blade.
So the Premiers were imported in like New York and Ontario.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that on there. I saw it on one side.
The earliest ones were made in Germany. Those are the most collectible ones.
Yeah. Nice jimping on that blade too. Yeah, this is a Premier. Look at that. And I love the Eyewitness. It's either Eyewitness or Witness. It has like an eyeball, but it looks like a peacock's tail plume.
Oh, okay.
It's a really neat. I'll get some pictures and send them to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's on one of these German knives that I have. But yeah, the guy that got me these knives was responsible for getting me back into collecting knives.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I've had conversations with you, I know I've talked to you about. I had my truck broke into, had a bunch of knives stolen. One of them was my dad's case,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe was a Hunter. For some reason, I thinking it had 3 blades, but it may have only had 2. But it was a 70, probably in 1970, between 1970 and 74.
Mm-hmm.
Case Trapper that got stolen. So I just got really bummed about it and started. I'm like, I really want a good knife again.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy has he sells oddities and he comes across the odd. So I have this on me. This is a Poker Tree brand.
Mm-hmm.
Harold would like the. I think I've sent pictures of this to Harold because it's about the size of a 112, which I know is his favorite knife. Pinless, can't see any pins. Brass nickel. It's for some mine in Canada.
Okay.
It's got some information on the blade about some mine. But and my buck one, I have one buck 112 that also has like something to do with the auto industry.
Mm-hmm.
So at least when they give out awards, they have good taste.
There you go.
So this was the knife that kind of got me back into knives again. I've lost it once. I work on elevators and was working on top of an elevator and got off. And my knife stayed on there and I was able to locate it. So it'd come out of my pockets, and I have a big lanyard on there.
Stan says, man, Jay, I have to tell you, I'm not impressed with your collection. So you can just send it to me and it will be better.
Who's that from?
Stan's Cutlery Universe.
That's hilarious. I know, it's pretty unimpressive, eh? Like I said to Todd, we could probably do this again because we literally haven't touched the tip of the iceberg here. I mean, I pulled out some fancy knives. Like I said, I just wanted to showcase the Gromans mostly. These ones were all just within range here, so I have more even. I got one here. Here's a fillet knife. That's a Kershaw. Have you ever seen a Kershaw fillet knife?
That would fillet some big fish.
Right? Yeah, it's... And I have a Normark fillet knife as well. I sent you the Martini for your dad.
He has it on his hip every time he goes fishing.
Yeah. I mean, that knife belongs with a fisherman. And I just don't do it enough. I've yet to clean this one.
Ooh, that's a knobby looking stag.
I think it's I could see a seam down there. It's a charade. It's the original buffalo knife. It looks like a huge sharp finger. But that's been sitting on the shelf since I got it.
What's on the you got it looks like an elk on one side, and what's on the other side?
There's an elk and then just the elk.
Look how knobby that stag is.
Do you think it's real stag?
I don't know.
I don't
if
know.
It is, that was off a big.
It's
might have been off an elk or something.
It's an original buffalo skinner.
Oh, Harold thinks it's Stagalon.
Sologen. So this is. I thought this was a charade. It's not. It's a German Sologen knife.
So that may well be stag.
In there, so it makes me think that it's plastic.
Kind of has a plasticky sound to it.
Yeah, 4 pins there. Yeah, it needs cleaning. I think it still has, like, I would believe it's probably blood on there from skinning.
Could be.
It's sticky. I haven't cleaned the sheath. It's got a buffalo on it as well. So I'll have to do some research on that. Sologen stamped on the blade or on the right here.
That was the thing I found out, that they can't legally, you can't legally sell a knife in Germany and stamp it Sologen if it wasn't literally made in the town of Sologen.
That's right. Yeah, it's a nice one, eh? I thought it was a charade all along. Just it has that charade. I have a couple of their, is it the 62 OTs?
It's got a similar profile to the deer side. That one there. It's a little bit similar to that.
Yeah, I have that knife as well. Is that a 62 OT?
This one belonged to
52?
my godfather.
Right.
And I think this one's actually a Zytel.
Okay.
It's exactly the same as the Deer Slayer. But it was a company, Zytel, I think, made it. All it's got on it is a serial number. Right, just right.
Yeah.
Right down there.
How many people are still here, bud?
We got 12 people.
Nice. Like, if you ever want to Yeah, and if somebody else does, I'd be willing to do this again. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
It's great that people show there's appreciation for what we collect here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I said, I have a lot more I can showcase, and if people want to ask about specific knives, we can do that too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just these are just the ones I have up in the room. So I got a couple of knives in from Radar this week.
Okay.
I'd send him a package, and this is not everything he sent me. But he sent me a Gerber.
Mm-hmm.
Nice Kydex.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Radar. It is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember you posted it to Instagram. He's in here.
Yeah, so I have stuff too.
Yeah, he just gave the double thumbs up.
Yes. And sent me this one. We're thinking it might be a Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a very comfortable knife. And I don't have any that have that kind of file work. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty impressive. And that sheath is amazing. Like extra work on there.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been my thankful Thursday if I think I received them on a Friday and forgot about it the following week. So it's my thankful Sunday. And like I said, he sent me a bunch more stuff, but those two I just happen to have right here.
Mm-hmm. Stan says I'm about 10 minutes away from winning some eBay auctions. Does anyone have an extra room so when I tell my wife I have a place to stay? Stan.
Yeah, you can stay in my knife room.
I got extra room, Stan, but you got to bring the knives with you. And you got to live in Canada. So I don't know if that'd be worth it.
This is a shame. I'm still happy I bought it, but I wish that blade was
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I
I'd
wonder
be
what's
I'd be one and done with Case and their fixed knives if that was complete.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how did somebody take a big chunk out of it or just
It looks like it was probably cracked and they reshaped it. I mean, it's sharp.
mm-hmm.
I could grab a piece of paper and show you. They sharpened it up well, but I just know that it's off.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, it gives it an interesting look.
it does. And I've heard this sheath alone sells for $100. So
There's there's a vintage case leather folding sheath, 5 inches long, used. It's on eBay right now for $40 for best offer, but
yeah.
it's for a folding knife.
I saw a I don't buy off eBay, but I was on there one time looking these up, and somebody had the blank of the Kodiak. It was like it was tempting, but I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna restore get this stag onto a blank and then sharpen it up. You know what I mean? It'd just be a lot of work, but it'd be a cool blank to have. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just the metal blank. Yeah.
Well, we've been at this for an hour and 20 minutes. On Sunday evening, I'm sure people got some other stuff they'd like to be doing.
That's right. I got to eat dinner, folks.
Yeah, it's 8:20 here. Hey, it's 4:20 where you are.
Is it really?
We know that means something in BC.
Uh-oh. It's time to go talk to the Sasquatch in the forest. And anybody watching, I am planning on getting stickers. And when I do, I'll reach out, or if you see them on my Instagram page, please reach out, and I'd like to get some other stickers. I don't have that many, so I put one of these on. I can't even remember what I put it on, Todd, but I kept one in case we ever did do a live. So
there you go.
I'll be sure to send people too for that reason.
I got more if you ever need any more.
Yeah, down the road. Yeah. So like, follow, and subscribe. Good guy.
There you go. And shoot over to Instagram, and right there at the bottom of the screen, Sasquatch_knives_Canada is Jay's Instagram.
I finally got an SE knife. I got some SE stickers now. And they send a card that's got some survival information on them.
There you go.
I got 2 of them here. Different cards. But I got the Azula. Again, got it for an amazing deal. And their prices have gone up with the whole tariff thing, and I don't blame. Prices are going to go up on the bills, right? So
It's
I love that.
It's crazy.
And I feel very blessed to own the knives that I've been able to acquire, and meeting good people that have traded knives and sent knives, and appreciate. I'm learning too. We don't have the variety that a lot of the Americans do,
or the prices they have.
It's the price. I don't eBay. That's part of my thing. So I'm usually out in the wild looking for these, or I do have a couple of sources. Blades Canada, it's called Warriors and Wonders, is their storefront. I've yet to buy anything online. I go in and hit their scratch and dent and come up with some good finds. That's where I got my SE, and that's where I got a couple of Tops knives, and without them I wouldn't have those knives. So
well, I mean, we gotta shop that way up here. I mean, like an SE6 with
by the way, I called them. It was an SE3 that they had in the scratch and dent. So I did check on that for you.
Like an SE6 is one of the knives I want to pick up. One of the newer ones with the more contoured handle. I think it's G10. And I think they go like $150 down the States, and they're like $329 up here. So and their economy is not the greatest.
We'll have to make some trades with our friends down there.
Yeah.
I'm not sending this one, guys. I'm sorry. This one get off for me. This is my grail. And I know people overuse that word, but I literally, the Puma is the good. You'll never get this one off me. That stays in the family, like my brothers did.
We got Baxter's Blade in here. Unfortunately, we're starting to wrap things up, Andrew.
Yeah. How long was that, Todd?
It's been an hour and 25 minutes.
Wow, that kind of flew by. That's more talking than I've done in a month. I mean, I type it usually to people. So don't make fun of our accents, okay, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll after we feed the polar bears, we'll get you.
And sweep out the igloo.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and watch, Andrew, particularly for the Pumas he showed at the very beginning.
I'll just show you. I got a little war club here.
Nice.
I just had it laying here, so I thought I'd show it. Polynesian. They used they would add sharks teeth to the edges to make their own, or obsidian. It just happened to be in the background. So, anyways.
Alrighty. Well, we're going to wrap it up, folks. Thanks for sticking around for almost an hour and a half. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Having you on here, Todd.
Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah, we'll do it again. If it gets more than 5 views, we'll do it again. Hopefully this will be, I'll have a no Band-Aid on next time.
Hey, if you don't have a Band-Aid on, you're not using your knives.
That's right.
I just have to be careful with the blood thinners.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fortunately not on blood thinners, so.
All righty, folks. Thank you very much for showing up.
Have a good night. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you all have an awesome day. And like I always say, if you're not having an awesome day, go for a walk in the woods. Talk to the trees. They don't talk back. They're real good listeners. And if you do, take a knife with you. That come in handy. Y'all take care.